So why you keep calling me boring?
Cause I thought you was like cool or whatever, but bitch, you thought I was cool. I thought, but you're not. It's just, oh. Why they different from us Rochester bitches? These bitches from New York. Why you talking about New York bitches? Bitch, you from New York. I'm from Rochester, New York. Okay, and bitch, I'm calling in the Bronx. What you talking about? I'm not boring, bitch. This is gay. By who? Squabble up with me before. Do you still want to do it? Do you still want to do it? Yeah. I never said that to you. I heard. Why the fuck is more than one person telling me this?
If you don't get the fuck out my face.
Me come in the room talking about something. You been talking about me, you been talking. Bitch, who the fuck have I been talking about you to? Some bitches I don't talk to?
Well.
If you want to fight, we can fight. We can. Alright, you want to fight? We can fight right here. Come on.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna talk about Baddies Gone Wild, episode 3. Okay, so there's some things in the episode I didn't like. I didn't like it all, and I don't think anybody is a bully. Mind you, I do think people were acting bully-like, but I don't think anybody's a bully. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
Y'all know, it's DC Black Pride, and we've been going up, having a good time. I'm enjoying my friends being in town. And mind y'all, I gotta do a story time because why did we get maced?
So y'all, I got maced here.
Oh my God, is this who we are? Is this what we represent?
He's used to that thug life, that hood life.
Yeah, girl. Okay, a fight broke out. It's 6 of my bitches, and it's over here 14 girls, a group of 4, brawls everywhere. I'm just like, what is going on? I didn't sign up for this. Like, girl, I'm over here looking cute, over here stepping down. You already know how when I go out, I already step out. So I'm just like, when this happened, I'm just like, this is crazy. Side note, for the people that don't know, I was going to go to the military in my early 20s, and I did go through training. I've been maced before, so I'm not saying I'm immune to it, but my bitch, Brandon, took it worse than me. And me I took on my nose, and I was like, ain't nothing but boo-boo to a boo-boo, and we got through it. But yeah, my bitch was down for the count. We had to go get milk and everything. But we're going to get back into the show. Nelly's Too Edge. I start the episode where we see Daisy and TT over here rocking it, and when I say Daisy's over here throwing her around and knocking her like a motherfucking a doorbell, like she just over here do up inside her skull. I'm just like, this is crazy. And you know, I'm happy that, you know, TT, she stood on it. She wasn't over here, you know, not letting her just beat her ass. But I mean, Daisy, she's a different type of girl when it comes to this fighting shit. But, you know, she stood on it. Even after that, she was just like, you're not getting this room, so I don't give a fuck what you got to say. You still not going to get this room. You still not going to sleep in this bed. It's still not going to be none of that. We can share whatever, but you're not going to be over here. So the girls try to break it up. Daisy got her in a motherfucking headlock, and now all the girls are in the room, right? So Cupcake's just like, girl, I don't give a fuck about none of this. At the end of the day, I'm still sleeping in this bed. She can sleep in the bed. I'm not about to fight over the bed. It is what it is. I don't care. Now what? So they all just trying to make amends, but how did you look at her like, girl, I'm sleeping in this bed, so it was what it was. So we'll see what happens, because TT and Daisy are in that bed, and they got Bahati and Cupcake in the bed. And TT already said, like, girl, I'll fight you every day. We're not sharing no bed. And like I said, I'm happy that she stood on it. Daisy's just like, you know, this shit is fucking crazy. At the end of the day, you got this bitch over here not trying to move out the bed. You got this bitch over here got asthma, so I can't fucking fight this bitch. She about to lose her fucking breath. But I'm like, Daisy, you say that, but you were on that asthma. You're on that machine too. You over here breathing problems too. So you could talk about somebody having asthma, but you was over here breathing too, ma'am. Yeah. So the girls do have a house meeting, and you know, they're over just reminiscing about the club scene, just having a good time. And you know, Coco just talks to Daisy like, look, I want to fight you because that's just what it was. At the end of the day, You know, you fought me and you hit me, so we had to get that. So I have no beef with you. It's not nothing really serious. And Daisy's like, yeah, it was never that deep. You know, I just felt like you jumped into the fight, so you know, I just had to just basically stand on that. And you know, they make amends, they dapped it up. But some of the girls feel like, you know, Coco was copping a plea, and I don't feel like Coco was copping a plea. It's just like, girl, I fought you 4 times. Like, I can fight you more. It's not even a problem. But it's just like, girl, we really had no beef. I didn't even know you like that. So I get that why. And on top of that, Coco with this fucking eye, girl, crazy. TT basically tells, you know, the girls, like, you know, y'all came into the room and the way y'all came on it was fucking crazy. And Daisy's like, I don't fucking the way I came was crazy. Daisy, it was though. You were rude as fuck. The way you came in, you were very entitled. And like she said, y'all all had a conversation beforehand. Daisy, TT, Cupcake, and Baddies. Y'all had a conversation beforehand, so you felt some type of way or you wanted to do anything, you should have said something in that bathroom then when you were over here trying to fight Jaden. You should have said something then, but you didn't.
Didn't speak yesterday. That's why I didn't go out for her when I went upstairs. We could run to 1. Whoever win either can stay or they gotta go. Bro, I'm staying regardless if
y'all wanted over here to go to sleep, wake up, and then want to try to check somebody like, oh, I'm taking your bed. Instead of, in Daisy, you talk about, oh, well, what I said was, you know, we can room together. No. You said, this is my room. This is my bed. You use those adjectives. That's what you said. You didn't say, I'm trying to share, or we could share a bed. You eventually got to that. But when you initially came into, you said, oh, this is my room. This is my bed. I'm staying in this room. Girl, you didn't make yourself all the way. You need to be clear. You need to be direct. And that's one thing about Daisy I did not like, because you're starting shit and it doesn't make sense. And in this scene, you still start shit again when y'all want to play this game, talk about who's boring. Girl, we're gonna get to it. Cupcake, she's talking about why, you know, she don't want to fight Baddies no more. She's like, yeah, you know, when I came in here, it's not that I don't want to fight her, but when I came in here, I was over here, you know, I had to go to the hospital and they found a 2.6 centimeter mass in my body. Wasn't nowhere specific, but she's like, you know, I just came here to, you know, just like show my titties, show my, and you know, just do that. Like, you know, if I had to fight, I had to fight, but that's why I didn't want to come in here and fight. So there is a rumor going around that, you know, Cupcake is a T-girl.
Like, playing with somebody that has cancer is not a joke. Like, I tell everybody that I may have cancer because I didn't need everybody in my business. Win, draw, or lose, I still got in the pain with anybody that felt some type of way. And everybody in the comments, bitch, your mother's a man. Your granny's a man. Everybody's a man. You're just mad because you're watching me every Sunday. You're on my live giving me views. Clock that T, bitch. Like, you guys are hella weird. I don't have to prove nobody nothing. I'm a grown-ass woman. At the end of the day, I'm a human being. Just like anybody else in this world. We all human beings. We all bleed the same.
And I don't know that to be true. I don't know. And, I mean, to me, I see her as a woman. I'm going to always say that she's a woman until she says otherwise. But for me, she's a woman, period, point blank. And we're going to leave it at that. But that going around online, that could be so damaging to someone's, you know, reputation and their livelihood. Because now you're putting someone at risk, because what if she was dating someone and they're like, oh, you're this, you're that, and that put her life in danger. So people have to be really careful about putting accusations out like that. So with Cupcake, like I said, girl, I respect you. I actually like you on the show. I do feel like you get your ass beat a lot. And I do feel like you were copping a plea, not trying to fight. Like, girl, at the end of the day, you came on the show and you knew what the fuck the show was. So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about no medical situation. Nothing was confirmed, or you're not diagnosed. So yeah, you can get that. Sorry.
Come on, she might have cancer, but you look to the right, she's smoking a cigarette. You look to the left, she's taking a shot. I just feel like maybe if you were actually sick, you should be taking some precaution.
So the girls bring up the whole situation with Shay. And they're just like, Shay, what's going on with you with the whole situation about how you felt? And, you know, they like, Janela's, how you feel? Janela's like, girl, we over here talk. It is what it is. I had to get that off my chest. She heard get that off her chest. We were cool. So they were like, what do you say on the Sprinter van? She was like, yeah, didn't like the fact that we have girls that were celebrity pics and online pics. And, you know, Hurricane M was like, well, bitch, I was an online pic. So what do you mean? And she just like, I just said what I said. I didn't like the fact that, you know, the girls was online pics. My whole thing with Shay that I didn't like was they addressed something that happened online where it's like, girl, you was over here popping it, but now you over here seem like you're over here rude. As Glossa would say, girl, you rude. So you have the energy on the van where you're just like, oh, this is what I don't like. But now you over here just walking around tiptoeing. You know, the girls are fighting you. The girls pressing you. When you first came on the show, you were pressing all the other girls. Like, you know, you set the tone for yourself, and now you have to stand in it, right? So it already sets the tone for Hurricane M and Shay. Like, there's a little bit of tension there, and I'm just like, okay. But they talk about a whole situation about, you know, I forgot that Bahati and Cupcake had a whole situation where, you know, Bahati said she fought Cupcake because, you know, Cupcake said she was going to smack her. And I'm looking at Cupcake like, Cupcake, I'm going to get to you though. But yeah, Shay said something about, Gloss Up said that, you know, you got mad at her for saying she gonna smack you, but I said I was gonna smack you too. And I feel like Shay does not want to fight Gloss Up. Shay has been letting Gloss Up slide. I'm just like, okay, but at the end of the episode, we're gonna talk about Miss Gloss Up. So Hurricane M and Jaden, they're like, what's going on with y'all? And Jaden's like, girl, my arm hurt. I don't feel like talking. It is what it is. Do what you gotta do. Hurricane M was like, yeah, bitch, yeah, exactly. You're not gonna talk. You're not gonna talk. Just shut up. Just be quiet, because at the end of the day, you caused it, so you're gonna get it.
I swear to God, you was talking so much shit, bro. You gotta have that same energy. Like, where's the energy at? I just said my arm is fucked up. Do y'all not get it, bro?
And basically, Jaden just telling her like, girl, I don't want to talk. I don't want to fight you right now. My arm is hurting, so I don't want to keep going back and forth with you. And you're trying to provoke me to fight. Yeah, I don't think that she's trying to provoke you to fight. She's just popping her shit and just saying what she gotta say. It's not that she's saying like, bitch, fight me. She's just saying like, girl, you be quiet. At the end of the day, you can say what you gotta say and converse back. But if you want that, I can give you that. You say you don't want to fight, so why are we still talking? I get it. I respect the fact that she said she don't want to fight, but it is what it is. But the girls do play like Never Have I Ever, but you know, Daisy do call out some girls.
You need to take a shot. Sorry. Who, me? Yeah. You go over there. And you. Daisy, shut the fuck up. You keep inserting yourself. Who the fuck are you?
So the girls play Never Have I Ever, and the first question was from Bahati, like, never have I ever been boring. And Daisy's like, oh, you need to take a shot. Talking to Rella G. She's like, you need to take a shot. She said Jaden need to take a shot, and she said Erica need to take a shot. I agree with two of them, not one. So I'm looking at Daisy like, okay, now you're starting to mess again. And I'm like, I get it, you know, be authentically yourself, live out loud. Erica, do I think Erica's boring? Yes. Do I think Jaden's boring? Yes. Do I think Rella G's boring? I don't. I think Rella G has popped her shit. She came in having a good time. I mean, like she's still on it. I think the only thing that could probably make her boring is the fact that she's not the loudest presence in the room. But is she more boring than some of the other girls? No. Like, I think she lit. So it was just kind of random. And I think Rella felt the same way. Like, girl, you call me boring? That's kind of weird. Like, at the end of the day, and my whole thing with Daisy is, you're calling someone boring, but your personality is based off of fighting. Like, you haven't did anything that made you seem not boring. Like, Daisy, you seem very much consistently just average, right? There's like 4 girls I'm just like, they lit. They really lit. Cupcake has showed that she's not boring. And Bahati, Shay, taking her clothes off, jumping into the pool, going out to the club, jumping, having a personality. And TT, I think TT is energetic and she has a personality. So I'm just like, it's kind of funny that she picked those and they're all small frame girls. I'm just like, that's funny, because I'm like, Daisy, if you really wanted to go up, you should have said Gloss Up was boring, because Gloss Up is really the most boringest bitch here. No shade. I like some Gloss, but on this show, I'm just trying to figure out why she's here. But, you know, to his own. So we go upstairs and we see TT, Coco, and Jaden. They're over here just talking about everything that has transpired. And she talking about the fight with Daisy, Bahati. And, you know, who comes up? Bahati comes up and she sits down and they're basically talking. And Bahati's giving her perspective of the situation coming into the room. And TT's like, took her bonnet off, like, okay, let's go. Let's get it.
She did that. And I even talked to Daisy and she's smiling. And it's like I didn't even say anything. Just stand up. Come on. Stand up. She wants smoke. She wants to fight me.
So they get up and they start fighting. And when I say they 3 good rounds, the first round, TT got her swimming. And got her on her knees over here, getting her back. I'm just like, yeah, TT got it. The second round, I want to say that it was a cute round. I think Bahati has more weight on her where she could throw this girl around. She was throwing TT around, but TT just can catch her balance. So I was like, okay, cool. I was over here living, girl. But the last fight when she was on the steps, cause TT was like, oh girl, I'm tired. And that's why I be telling you bitches, y'all need to run. Y'all need to get your endurance up, because at the end of the day, y'all know these fights last. And especially in this type of house, there's no security. They're letting them brawl it out. I'm not mad at it. So TT trying to walk down the stairs, and Bahati's like, nah, bitch. She get behind her, it's just da. TT got her again, and I'm just like, Bahati, just let it go, cause you're not winning.
It's your wrapped up. Let it go.
You're not winning at all. I'm just like, these fights are long. I'm like, these are real fights. And then, Bahati over here sticks her hands in her, trying to stick her hands in her mouth. TT bit her fingers. She's like, oh, she bite my fingers. Girl, of course. You're sticking your fingers in her mouth. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Stupid. So we transport over and we see Shay, Erica, Emery, and Daisy over here talking about the fights and everything. They said they're trying to blow off Sting. They basically talk about, I don't trust anybody in the house. It's just certain girls I just don't trust, da.
So like, y'all got y'all beef out, and I think it's done. Right. I feel like y'all's issue will be done. We don't know. It might be done, it might not be, because
So who comes in? Rella G. And Rella just like, just over here being real cordial, just whatever. So, they're just like, girl, what y'all doing? She's like, we're working out. She's like, okay, that's cool. So why you sound boring? And I'm just like, ooh.
Trying to blow off some steam for real. Because, bitch, how you was talking downstairs, you was talking so crazy. Bitch, you call me boring like if I was that Emma bitch. Bitch, I'm not boring.
So she looking at Daisy like, yeah, why you sound boring? You sound boring? Like, what's up? And she's like, I think you're boring. She's like, okay, well, bitch, like, I don't respect your opinion, so it is what it is. You won't call me boring. And they start going up. And I'm just like, oh, girl, I'm like, Rella, you really talking. And I'm not mad at it, because I'm just like, stand on it. And I like this for Rella, because I'm just like, you're going to get your ass whooped from, oh, girl, you know it. But it's just like, girl, we fight. It is what it is. But I'm going to say how I feel.
Like, get off my dick. Period. That's why they different from us Rochester bitches. These bitches from New York, all they give a fuck about is their fucking image. Why you talking about New York bitches? Bitch, you from New York, aren't you?
And I respect that, because it's just like, no matter what, stand on and make sure nobody disrespects you. She called you boring. At least you defended yourself. You told her like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about none of that. She's like, well, bitch, I'm from Rochester. You know, New York bitches, da. And I'm just looking at Daisy like, girl, you talk about New York bitches. Girl, you're from not Rochester, New York. You're from New York. You're talking about somebody's hood and somebody's borough, somebody's this and somebody's that. Like, girl, y'all are from the same sticks. Like Rochester, Brooklyn, Harlem. They're different little fucking boroughs. So I'm just looking at her, girl, like, it doesn't make sense to me. The argument is dumb. You called her boring. She called you over here what she called you. It was what it was. And I mean, I like the fact that Rella's staying up on her. My whole thing is, I don't think Daisy is a bully, because these are all grown-ass women that signed up to be on a show called Baddies to be baddies, right? But I do think that her mindset is kind of fucked up, because it's just like, you're picking on people and you're trying to set yourself as a top dog, and you have a fucked up way about yourself. It's just certain things I just don't like. I do think she stands on it, and I respect it. Like, most stuff she do, I respect it, because I'm just like, girl, y'all signed up to be baddies, so it is what it is. But on the outside looking in, yeah, peep it, Tom. You just a weirdo bitch. So we cut over and we see Janela's Cupcake, and then we see Onyx Pearl coming to, the room with them. And I'm looking at Onyx like, girl, why you got your hood up? Why you got your sneakers on?
What are you about to do?
So she basically tells Cupcake, like, the whole sickness thing is kind of weird. Like, what's going on? Like, tell me, because, I would think that you're like diagnosed. She's like, no, I'm not diagnosed. Before I came here, they said that, I have a mask, and I'm not trying to use that to like, as, escape or like cop a plea. But I'm looking at Cupcake like it, but it kind of is though, because from what Bahati said is offline, you said that you would smack the shit out of her. But now you're saying, after you got in all these fights, oh, I didn't come here to fight. I didn't come here to do that. So why are you telling people you're going to smack the shit out of them if you're not coming here to fight? If you're not coming here to fight, then why, that should never have been in your mouth. You should be just like, girl, I'm just here to have a good time, da 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 da. But and especially if it came out unprovoked, right? So I don't know the context. If it came out unprovoked, you said you want to smack the shit out of her. I'm just like, girl, you can't say that if you just said that you over here going through all that. And Janela's clocked it too. If you over here was so sick and this, that, and the third, then girl, why you drinking? Why you smoking? If that's the case, sweetie, you would think that you would take any type of precautions, but we'll see, ma'am. So I'm already looking at Cupcake like, girl, you're giving me smiley energy. You're giving me too much smiley energy, and I just don't like that. Like, I knew she reminded me of Smiley. I said it last episode, but she reminded me of Smiley because I'm like, Smiley used that same, oh, I had this happen to me. I had this happen to me as a way to make people have pity on her and not want to like stand on that with her. No, ma'am. You're in this house. You know the girl's gonna be swinging on you. You know, we see the girl sitting down in the living room. It is Shay, TT, Ming, Gloss Up, and then Hurricane Emery. And they all just talking, just having a casual conversation. And Emery just looking at Shay just like, yeah, girl, you know, you be popping it a lot. You be popping it. And Shay was like, yeah, you know, I just say what I say. She was like, well, bitch, it's just kind of weird because all the times you want to come in here, you just want to pop it. But it just seems like you switching it up. She was like, how so? And Gloss Up's like, girl, when you was over here first came into the house, you was over here really standing on it. But now you over here switched it up. Like Daisy over here bopped aside her skull and now she over here want to be quiet. And, you know, M just like, well, bitch, all I know is that you need to go home. It's going to be a certain point in time. You about to go home, da, da, da. So Shay was just like, girl, ain't nobody going to send me home. It ain't nothing but nothing. So y'all want to do something, then do it. So Emery just like, girl, what's up? Like, if you want to get out there, you know, I fight. So Emery get up. And then Shay just like, bitch, you want to fight? Let me go put my shoes on. She said, nah, bitch. So she took her socks off. It just made me think of Bad Girls Club season 11, Stephanie.
Oh, you taking your socks off? I mean, you want to fight?
So Emery gets up, scoop back, bow.
All right, let me put my shoes on. No, get up. No, get up.
I don't condone violence, but she got there with Shay. In that first round, Emery tore. And then, you know, they get back up. And then, you know, she's like, yeah, let's go. So the second round.
Are you talking? I might as well go, bro. Come on.
I gotta give that one to Shay. Because I think Emery, you did too much hair pulling at the end of that. And I'm just like, girl, your mouth is set up. Like, first of all, Emery is one of the prettiest girls on the show. Janellis and Emery, sexy as fuck. But I'm looking at her like, girl, why you pulling hair? You pulling too much hair. Like, this girl swinging. Like, girl, So I gotta get that one to Shay, unfortunately. I didn't like that. But in the midst of that, they fighting. And, you know, they telling Ming, like, yeah, you know, she said this about the audition pics and the celebrity pics, blah, 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 blah. And Ming was like, well, bitch, she never said nothing about that to me. She's like, oh, well, she said this about you. She said, gonna get you, ho. So she's like, oh, she said that? So then Gloss Up's just like, go find her and fight her. So Ming get up and go try to find this girl.
Oh my God, Ming, what your little ass gonna do? You gonna run up there and try to whoop that big girl? Hey, security!
She couldn't find her. She's going all over the whole house, can't find this girl. Come back, and they're like, oh, she's in the confessional room. Gloss Up go behind her. But I'm looking at Ming like, girl, you just let these two girls put a battery in your bag. You had not a single thought to fight that girl until they put that in your mind to go fight her. And instead of you listening to what she says in the confessional, where she said like, yeah, you over here talking about the celebrity pics, you said you want to fight me. Most of the girls say you want to fight me, so what's up? And she's telling you, I didn't say that to you. Did I say that to you? I didn't say that to you. She's like, no, you said that. She was like, I want to fight. So she was like, do you want to fight? And then Shay's like, yeah, I mean, if you want to fight, we can fight. So Gloss coming around like, nah, I'm going to fight her battles for her.
Do you still want to do it? Do you still want to do it? Yeah. I never said that to you. I heard. Why the fuck is more than one person telling me this? I never said that to you.
So she comes around and just like, woo, steals off on Shay and just stops mid. Like, they didn't fight, just stop. I'm just like, I'm looking at Gloss like, girl, if you wanted to fight Shay because you already came down in your sneakers and your bonnet, if you wanted to come fight Shay from the beginning, you should have did that after Emery fought her, but you didn't. You let that girl get up and you got Ming to go try to find this girl, and he said, well, when she find out, I'm gonna fight her. Gloss, you look crazy as fuck, because if you wanted to fight her, just do that. Y'all is pissing me off, because now Ming, you over here like, let's fight her, I'm gonna fight her now. I'm just like, girl, you let them put a battery in your back and y'all look fucking dumb.
Hey, you wanna fight? Come on. Come on, y'all, because you ain't fighting her. What's up?
Honestly, Ming looks dumb, Gloss looks dumb, and then Shay, I mean, I have to give it to Shay, unfortunately. But that was the end of the episode. It seems like next week's about to go crazy too. But picking my baddies of the week. My baddie of the week, I picked 2 girls to the 4 this time. My 2 is Hurricane M and Rella G. I love the fact that Rella G stood on 10 with Daisy. Even though she probably knew she was gonna get her ass beat, she said what she had to say. And I'm just like, 10's for you. And then Emery. I think with Emery, she stood on it throughout the situation. She stood on it. So I like that fact. So those are my picks. But y'all, what do you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a guy stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit.